let's pick up on exactly what we're talking about, what's going on with North Korea and the deployment of these anti-missile defenses. And it's not just a geopolitical issue. We now are hearing China is taking some trade sanctions against South Korean companies because of this.
Well, actually, since the Obama administration announced the deployment of this system, which is a defensive missile system, the Chinese have reacted very strongly because they actually believe that it's a system that will see into China and affect them. So and now as the deployment gets closer and closer, and certainly the Trump administration appears to be ready to deploy it, I think those sanctions are going to get tougher on South Korea. And there are huge challenges in South Korea now, obviously politically. So all of this continues to ratchet up issues and tensions in that part of the world.
And as you suggest, that doesn't seem to be going away. If anything, that's going to get worse. But how does that read against U.S.-China relations? Because at the same time we have this geopolitical situation, we also have a Trump administration really making aggressive noises, at least, about trade with China.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it comes out. I think I've said for some time that I think the most important bilateral relationship in the world is the relationship between the China and the U.S., and that's principally because of the economic relationship. When you add to it the other geopolitical tensions out there, what's going on in North Korea, what the Chinese are doing in the South China Sea, it's really trending pretty significantly in the wrong direction. I actually think that our administration and the Chinese leadership have to figure a way to make sure that it stays or gets to a position of relative calm.
At the same time, the Chinese government itself is feeling some pressures. They're having the Congress meeting right now. They're feeling internal pressures to keep the growth going. They have a lot of credit coming on board. How much of their approach to the United States is really informed by their own internal domestic issues, and how much does that limit what they can do with us?
I think their general approach is very heavily focused on the internal issues. And I think right now, I think President Xi Jinping is keeping his powder dry, if you will, to try to sort out where the United States is going. He's coming up for a renewal of his administration, which will enter its second 5-year phase here towards the end of this year. I actually expect him to be more active and more aggressive in that phase. And so there's actually a window of opportunity here, I think, to establish a relationship between our new administration and theirs to really focus on keeping that part of the world stable.